Hello everyone, my name is Adam Skrowski. I plan on showing some of the front-end redesign of the JBike6 website. This demo video will show the old website, then we'll take a quick look at the technologies that have been used so you have a background of what's being done. Additionally, we'll look at the redesigned website and then some of the JS code behind it. As you can see here, we have the old website. It's written in HTML with some CSS. To navigate to other pages in the website, you need to click on the hyperlinks, and then to return to the home page, you need to use the browser's back button. Some of the hyperlinks unfortunately do not work. I believe it'd be this one. Alright, so quick rundown of some of our technologies. We are currently on GitHub. Most people should be familiar with this website. It's used for collaboration with teams. I wanted to point out that our code is 98% JavaScript, and specifically it's a type of JavaScript known as JSX. JSX is very similar to JavaScript. It's syntactically a little different for user interface work. And then it's needed, JSX is needed for React. React is a very powerful, very popular tool for front-end web development. Finally, to run our code, we have Node.js. This is our runtime environment, so we can run the code on our computer, and then we can see what's happening on a local host. Alright, I thought I'd start the redesign, showing off the redesign that is, with a video of the bike being upright at a certain speed. This is what the JBike6 program should be calculating, at what speeds that bike stays upright when the rider isn't on it. Unfortunately, that program was a hefty one in MATLAB, and we were unable to have it running on our website, but Matthew has something on his computer where he can show you after I get done explaining the redesigned website. I can start with the persistent drawer up here. That's how we navigate this website. There's no more hyperlinks, so you go around clicking. We still have some hyperlinks, but those are just for outside the website. They'll take you to college papers and extra resources that Professor Dressel wished to share with anyone. Learning this drawer by itself was quite the task. I'm new to React, so it wasn't an easy thing. Hooking up all these icons to their specific links was difficult. JSX doesn't have a normal for loop or what I'm used to, so I had to go through, and through trial and error I finally got something working. As you can see, that looks to be the right icons. I'll do a side-by-side comparison of one of the pages of the video page I just showed you, and unfortunately I gotta shrink it down on my small computer. So now we have the old website over here, the self-stability, and the new website over here. The videos for the old website were always out and they're next to each other. It's just how embedding works for videos. So what I did is I used an expansion panel. It's a new thing also that I learned how to create. And in those expansion panels, they have the videos of the stable bike. Okay, I just wanted to add a little cool thing. If you go to Google Chrome's developer tools, you can see what's on the screen, and if we click a hyperlink, everything is going to load up here. That's like a normal you're surfing the web. You'll have to load up new pages every time. But once you get to a website that's using React, you should be only updating elements that are inside that page. So as you can see, only this head element is being changed. And that's one of the reasons I believe React is so powerful, is that it has to do just very small calculations along those lines of what it needs to change.
The majority of the project was spent working on the calculate function, and as you can see from here in the MATLAB program, this area right here, it calculates the real lambdas, the limit, the weave speed, cap speed, double root, and stable regions of where the four speeds the bike needs to be to remain stable. This was the Also, the hardest part, since the math is very complicated, you can see the calculate function here, the code for it, and one of the difficult problems was transferring the code from MATLAB to JavaScript because JavaScript doesn't have a native support for matrices. So we use the math.js library, and this allows us to almost directly copy the MATLAB code, but there were still some hiccups to overcome as it's not a direct one-to-one transformation. Um, Here is the main the calculate function. It is, let me see, it's right here in main. As you can see, there's a lot of lines of code, and a lot of it is boilerplate code. The calculate function is right here. And you see there's a lot of matrices in here and a lot of performing calculations on those matrices. But the furthest we've got in the code was in the MATLAB code itself was to this right here, the JBV crit subroutine. It is right here till this part. This was a difficult part to overcome right here, as this is a function called convolution, and it's not in the math.js library. So I had to write that myself, and you can see it right here. And this took a while to overcome.